piece of the belt here that got caught and ripped from all the way over there, about 15 feet. Pretty much all we can do with a fix like this. You can't really hatch it. Kevin Beets, I am leaving gold Rush. Hope keep watching for more details. Hi guys, what's up? My name is Elena. Welcome back to my channel. Like this video and enjoy this video. Don't miss the main topic of this video. So let's start the latest update in season 14. Kevin Beets has left Gold Rush again. It took place in episode 15 when Kevin, the trauma expert on the Beets team, fixed some machinery. When the trauma roller rings were set up with skilled sledgehammer hits, the crew replaced the water pump with a check valve. This worked until the water pump belt broke and caught fire. The Beet boys got into a heated fight, and Kevin had to leave the show because he was so angry. Was this really the reason Kevin left? It might be something else. Let's talk about why Kevin Beets quit season 14 of Gold Rush. While Kevin Beets really quit Gold Rush, Kevin Beets quit the show after the fight, but his father Tony Beets made him an offer that made him want to stay on the team on his own. This offer didn't work because Kevin flatly turned it down for some reason so he could go home. Kevin didn't seem to want to be a part of anything related to the show or mine anymore. Fans are now guessing the real reason Kevin quit the Beets crew, because they're not sure that his leaving was just because of that fight. Everybody is sure that Kevin really quit his dad's mining crew because he felt like his dad didn't respect him lots of the time. Since he was 13, Kevin has worked on his dad's crew, and he feels like his dad doesn't appreciate or thank him enough for his hard work. Parker Schnabel, a young and hopeful gold miner, showed Beets around his Dominion Creek property and talked about the cutting-edge high-tech equipment that there. This made Kevin feel even more ignored and unappreciated. Parker wants to get a lot of money for these pieces of equipment. Tony Beets surprised everyone by publicly praising Parker for his work accomplishments in the mining business, which made Kevin very sad. Kevin must have felt down when his father gave him praise, since that was something he worked so hard for from the time he was a teenager. Kevin couldn't understand why his family liked to say nice things about other people, but not about him. In the one case where he hurt himself with the water pump belt, they were quick to blame him. Even though Tony Beets said nice things about Parker, he went on to say how proud he was of what Parker had accomplished and how the young, ambitious miner's unwavering comment had helped him reach great heights of success. Kevin was deeply troubled by the thought that his father had always had this kind side, but he hadn't seen it as the oldest son. No matter how hard he worked and how focused he was on his work. When Tommy complimented Parker Schnabel, he said that Tommy had a big part in helping him get to where he is now. This made Kevin even more angry. That was all. Kevin wasn't willing to put up with this because the friendly conversation hit him hard. He has always wanted his father to touch a sensitive spot with praise and thanks. Now a stranger is getting all of that, even though he didn't work as hard for his dad. Parker's public praise made it clear to the whole team that Tommy admired Parker's hard work and accomplishments, but his own son is still found wanting and unable to measure up. Kevin kept thinking about this, and the full meaning of his dad's praise slowly became clear to him. He realized that this was a tough pill to swallow. He couldn't keep working hard at a job that didn't seem to care about him or appreciate it. He only needed a good reason to take a break from working and being with the team. As it turned out, the fact that his father didn't praise him told him a lot about his lack of the skills needed to be a good miner. Why is a guy like him still working there when he's not doing anything useful? There is already a miner there who has done well in business and whose father knows about him. What is the point of staying put, working hard, and not being seen much? Kevin Beets had to remember the time in season 14 of the Gold Rush when he missed a very important mining job. His dad called him, but not to check on him, but to tell him he was late for work. On Reddit, some fans even said that Tommy always treats him like he's not worth much, which means he must be really tired. Terry could definitely do a better job of taking care of Kevin, since he has always been very important to his father's mining business. Tommy is one of the best gold miners in the world on the TV show. Gold Rush, because Kevin is so good at what he does, Kevin would benefit greatly from a short break away from the mind pit to relax and think critically while this is going on. Tony Beets' approval is making it clear that Kevin and Parker are not on the same page. Those words of recognition could hurt the relationship between the two young gold workers, even if they are not aware of it. Tony only says nice things about Parker Schnabel, but he doesn't know that his own son secretly wants the same thing now, more than ever. Kevin really wants to be Parker's job. This is what he's always wanted since he joined the mining crew when he was 13 and led his own team when he was 19. He should be praised for that. So why doesn't his dad tell him that? How come it's so easy for a stranger to get? Kevin must have thought about these questions a lot because he became sad and looked for a way to leave the team. Tommy's actions broke up any idea Kevin had that his dad really valued his work and accomplishments. What Tony did, on the other hand, made it very clear what his goals are and where his heart really is. Kevin's heart sank even more when he thought about where his dad's heart really is, thanks to the praise he gave Parker. Not only Kevin is starting to wonder if his father really loves and cares for him. People have also noticed that Tony and Kevin don't get along very well, and they're sure that Kevin's decision to leave Gold Rush has deeper causes, such as Tony's failure, whether he knows it or not, to publicly praise his son for all his hard work and accomplishments. It couldn't have been because of the heated argument that happened in episode 15 when the water pump belt broke. That was just a reasonable reason Kevin used to leave the team. He did this to hide the fact that he felt ignored and unappreciated. Kevin was getting tired of working hard and giving it his all, but not getting noticed by the person he really wanted to be noticed by. He needed a break from it all, a break that is not in the mine, a break with Faith Tang, his beautiful girlfriend, who he began meeting in 2019. Fans from all over the world are used to seeing Tony Beets work with his smart son Kevin Beets. No one is sure when the powerful duo will work together again, though, because they need to improve how they talk to each other and start meeting each other's unmet needs today. Kevin called Tommy Beets on video chat to say that he wants to take a year off from mine. This came as a surprise to Tommy Beets after the heated argument with the water pump belt. Faith and Kevin Tang said that they wanted to take some time to go in and fix up their house. When asked why he left so quickly, as he called their reason for leaving a bad one, Tony Beets didn't like this. Kevin had to wait until the very last minute to tell him he was going, which made him mad. Tony wasn't able to find a backup for Kevin in time because Kevin was so important to the team's mining work. Tony couldn't understand why his son had to put him in a tough spot for Gold Rush Season 14 if there was already tension between him and his son had got worse, getting used to life without Kevin Beets and Tony Beets. The convict gold miner didn't like it when Kevin Beets left. Kevin's absence has left the crew with big technical holes and caused fights within the team. Tony Beets and Minnie Beets, his wife, didn't seem to believe their son's reason for leaving the mine crew so quickly. Tony now has to make the tough decision of finding a good person to fill the spot Kevin left open. Could someone on his team fill in for Kevin, or would he hire someone new from the outside? Tony is a family man, so it looks like he has other ideas. He says that he wants his family to be in charge of running the mine. Minnie, Kevin's mother, has accepted that her son won't be on the show. She was quoted as saying things change and sometimes we have noise choice. Terry is also okay with Kevin not being here for a year. He told Kevin that he'll have to find a trustworthy person to take his son's place while he's gone. We even have to look for long because Terry quickly decided that his daughter Monica would be the best person to fill in for Kevin until Kevin could come back. Nickel, Kevin's younger sister, is now in charge of the plant because Tony kept his promise to keep the mine's activities within the family. Monica is the youngest of the Beets family. She spent a lot of time with her dad at the mine and learned about how it worked. The skills she has gained in making the machines work since she was 12 have made her very skilled. When she was 18, she was old enough to work full-time with her dad and know her way around the mines. Now that she's an adult, she has the skills to easily fill in for her smart brother and make things easier for her dad. What is Kevin Beets doing right now? It's clear that Kevin Beets plans to spend this break with his girlfriend, even though he said he only wants to farm and fix up his house for a year. As you might expect, Kevin just wants to spend more time with her to forget about how unappreciated he feels at work. This is because of his crazy work schedule and the fact that they only started dating in 2019. Fans are making up these wild ideas because neither Discovery Channel nor Kevin Beets have said for sure why he quit Gold Rush season 14. Kevin has worked with his father since he was 13 years old, making him 36 years old. Kevin quickly learned how to mine for gold as a child, following in the footsteps of his famous father. At age 19, he was already running his own crews and was considered a genius since then. He has been an important part of the Beets crew for many years, coming up with new ideas that helped his father become one of the best gold mines in the world. Once Kevin has spent so much time in mining, he should take a break and look into other job opportunities. People are still waiting to find out if Kevin's absence from the group will lead to a change or if Tony has really fallen in love with Parker Schnabel instead of his own son. The woman who won't let Kevin go to Gold Rush. Kevin Beets isn't just leaving the fame and excitement of Gold Rush for a dull life with no real frills. From the video call Kevin had with his dad, it was clear that Faith Tang would be the person Kevin run back to. She was with him and has been by his side since they met in 2011. 2019. Kevin keeps his private life very private and doesn't like talking about his girlfriend or other people who are close to him. It looks like Faith Tang doesn't use social media much on her own, so fans can only hope to see more of her on the show. Kevin has been going out with Faith for a long time, and he'll use this break to get closer to her. What do you know? It's possible that wedding bells will start to ring. Faith Tang's face looks like it has Asian roots, and her last name alone shows that she is Asian. When the Beets group needs help, Faith steps in. Sometimes she seems to get along well with Kevin's sister Monica. As Monica Beets' Instagram page has a picture of her because the Beets family likes her. There won't be much trouble when she gets married and becomes part of the family. Kevin and Faith were seen together for the first time at the Specialty Equipment Market Association in 2019. Since then, those in love haven't shared many or any public photos. When Faith Tang's scene is on, it makes the Gold Rush show more interesting. She hasn't said anything about getting married in public, but fans can look forward to seeing more of her in new Gold Rush shows. The king of gold mines. There is always a family involved in Goldman because the main gold miner always gives the job to someone in the family. Wives help out by keeping an eye on how the crew members do their jobs, while the kids keep learning about the business from a young age and getting help until they're ready to join in and eventually take over. This family-centered business plan has worked for other successful gold miners, and Tony Beets, who is known as the king of gold mining, was not going to be any different. Kevin was born on June 10, 1988, into the Beets family. He has a younger brother named Mike and a younger sister named Monica. Kevin started showing great motor engineering skills at a very young age. His dad saw how naturally skilled he was at running big machines in the gold mines so that he could use his child's natural talent for The benefit of the family business. Terry started teaching Kevin how to mine for gold when he was very young. Little Kevin was interested in more than just the tools he found in the mine. It was also easy for him to weld along the way. He learned that and also got better at fixing things. His main attention, though, was on the gold mine, which was what interested his father the most. As Kevin got closer to being a teenager, he started to work on everything his dad had taught him until he was able to run the big machines like a pro. His skill level quickly caught up to that of the adults on the beach crew. Even though he was still a kid, Terry was proud of his work as he watched his son happily run the tools. He knew that he had made a good successor because of this. Terry and many Beets were proud when they sent their 13-year-old son Kevin to work in the gold mines. Kevin was now a real kid working for the Beets. Of first, people might have written him off because of his age, but then they would have seen how well he ran the tools and got work done. For the Beets crew, Kevin was both a caring kid and an important part of the family gold mining business. He worked as a team member for his father for the rest of his teenage years. He was in charge of the Eureka campsite for 3 years and then went to work with his father on the main dig. These were some of the most important things he did during this time. Kevin, as a child, left his mark on the gold mine pit wherever he was. He did this to show how valuable he was and how he could never be replaced. When he was on the group, everyone breathed a sigh of relief because Kevin could handle important jobs when his dad, Tony Beets, had to be away for some reason. He felt safe at this point. Kevin wasn't the only person getting help with getting into the gold mine business. For the same reason, his younger brothers Mike and Monica were taught how mining works. Monica and Mike both show flashes of brilliance as they worked hard to learn how to run tools and work the gold. Monica wasn't as impressive as her older brother, but she was a good backup who could easily step in when Kevin was sick or hurt and couldn't do his normal work. She had no idea that she would be taking over for Kevin when he quit the gold mine business for a year down the road. Now she's using everything she's learned from her master father, Tony Beets, over the years to fix the technical problems that Kevin's departure has caused. Going back to when Kevin was a teenager and working in the his mind was getting even bigger every year with the new problems he solved. Like all the greats, every problem he faced and couldn't solve made him look for active answers. This made him even more aware of his limitations. He was thrown into a long, dark period of learning during which he looked for new modern tools that would help him cut down on wasted time and triple the Beets crew's output. Here, Kevin got taller and smarter every year as he learned more about the gold mine business. At one point, he was head and shoulders bigger than everyone else on the Beet crew when they were mining for gold. At the young age of 19, KK started taking his own groups on successful gold mining trips. This wasn't a surprise. The Beets family was once again very proud as they saw their little boy grow up and become a strong young man who could handle himself in the gold game. Kevin first showed up on Gold Rush in the 5th episode of 2013 as a member of the Beets group. As a teen and adult, Kevin he several teams and helped his father's gold mining business reach great heights, making a lot of money for the family. When there are tough problems that no one else on the crew can fix, Kevin Beets should be in charge. His parents exposed him to the Gold Rush shows so he can go on a few times. It wasn't long before people saw how smart Tony Beets' son was, and he quickly became famous all over the country. Just like his father, Kevin, who was 26 years old at the time, worked at the Paradise Hill claim and took apart the Beets bacon strip machine. One at Eureka Creek claim in Clear Creek. In the 5th episode of the show this took place, Kevin has become a well-known TV personality, and major cast members. Since then, Kevin is known as the Gold Mine Prince around the world, second only to his father. He likes to do a lot of motorwork world and fabricate things when he's not in front of the TV working magic for his dad's gold mine. He actually admitted that being a mechanic is not only fun, but also very fulfilling. The Prince of Gold Mining likes to do more than just important things in his free time. He also likes to cook, make songs, and dive. Kevin has raised the stakes of gold mining to a whole new level. As an adult, he now wants to use the newest technologies in digging and mining to help the Beets crew make more money. Kevin is worth around $2 million right now. The fact that Tony Beets' son is now worth a huge $15 million shows of all the time and money he spent on him as a child paid off. Besides that, every member of his Beets crew makes between $10,000 and $25,000 in every gold rush show. The names Tony and Kevin Beets have really earned because they've done great things for the gold mining business. Kevin did. You have to leave Gold Rush. It's not just Kevin quitting Gold Rush season 14 that hurts the most. The mental distance Kevin has between himself and his father is what made him leave in the first place. There are good relationships between Kevin and his family members. However, he does sometimes argue with his younger sister Monica about the best ways to do something. He seems to be doing pretty well with all the attention that comes with being the famous gold miner. Need Beets' first kid. Fans all over the world are upset that Kevin isn't on the show, and they don't seem to be taking it well. It's clear that everyone is blaming the fact that his father never gives him praise or words of support. Could this be something that Tony Beets did on purpose? It looks like Tony doesn't give his smart son praise on purpose, so he doesn't get too proud of his high potential and impressive accomplishments. Kevin must have tried very hard to please his father when he was younger, so this parenting style might have worked for him, but we can't say the same thing about it now that Kevin is an adult and needs help from his dad. Now it's even worse when his dad says those nice things about Parker, and when he is young. The Parker is 6 years younger than Kevin. He seems to be more successful in business than Kevin, but not smarter. Parker even has his own Gold Rush game, which is called Gold Rush Parker's Trail. Kevin must have felt very inadequate after seeing Parker brag about his gold mine skills in front of his dad. When Tony praised Parker, it was like his father had just given him the most valuable pearl he had ever wanted. To a younger, wealthier rival, it wasn't a surprise when Kevin began acting strangely and then quit his job to video called his dad before Kevin talked to Faith Tang on the phone. Terry could be heard mumbling something about his son being late for Gold Rush. Kevin must have seen that scene because it was shown all over the country. It makes sense that Kevin didn't want to talk to his dad again after the call finished. Kevin Beets, who is very SM, won't be back on Gold Rush for another year. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to our station. Don't leave the page yet. Click the movie on the screen to see more cool videos. Thanks for watching my video.